From the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.
In the 8th year of manned flight into space, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration prepared men and equipment for the most advanced manned mission to date. Apollo 8, NASA's 17th manned space flight, took 3 American astronauts on a far-reaching half-million-mile journey into orbit around the moon and back to Earth. James A. Lovell, who had participated in 2 Gemini flights, was command module pilot. Frank Borman, a veteran of the Gemini program, was command pilot for the mission. And William A. Anders was lunar module pilot. In demonstrating the performance of the crew, the Apollo Saturn V space vehicle, and the mission support facilities on a manned lunar mission, Apollo 8 accomplished the first of its primary mission objectives. The second primary objective was concerned with planned activities performed during the mission, including translunar injection, command service module navigation, communications, and mid-course corrections, an assessment of fuel and other items consumed on the mission, and passive thermal control, that is, external temperature control of the command service modules in deep space.
10, 9, we have ignition sequence start. The engines are armed. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit, we have liftoff. Liftoff is 7:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Apollo 8 Houston, you're looking good. Apollo 8 Houston, trajectory and guidance look good, over.
A short time later, the crew removed their pressure suits. They wore lightweight flight suits throughout the remainder of the mission. Command pilot Borman experienced some nausea at 19 hours. The 2 other crewmen also reported a feeling of queasiness. Following medication and a sleep period, all 3 men felt well and rested. They experienced no further physical problems.
Apollo 8 Houston, we just got it. You aren't getting it. He's on candid camera. Very good. Okay, Apollo 8, we have a good picture. We're rolling her. Okay, we're rolling around to a good view of the Earth. And as soon as we get to the good view of the Earth, we'll stop and let you look out the window at the scene we see. Jim Lovell's down in the lower equipment bay preparing lunch. And Bill is holding a camera here for us both.
Mission Control and the astronauts decided to commit for lunar orbit. For the first time, man looked upon the surface of the moon with his unaided eyes and saw greater detail than ever before.
Houston, what does the old moon look like from 60 miles, over?
Okay, Houston, the moon is essentially gray. No color. Looks like plaster of Paris. Or sort of a grayish beach sand.
During lunar orbit, the astronauts were out of communication contact for about 45 minutes each time they moved behind the moon. After 10 lunar revolutions, a total of about 20 hours in lunar orbit, the astronauts prepared for trans-Earth injection and returned to their home planet. On the backside of the moon, at 89 hours, 19 minutes, on prior direction from Mission Control, the astronauts fired the engine of the service module for 203 seconds. It was Christmas morning on Earth, and the nation waited for recontact with the astronauts.
Apollo 8, Houston. Apollo 8, Houston.
Houston, Apollo 8, over.
now we're headed back, and I have this feeling of being proud of the trip, but still happy to be going back home and back to our home port.
Following a direct descent flight path, Apollo 8 traveled 1,560 miles across the Earth's surface and splashed down in the Pacific with pinpoint accuracy, less than 4 miles from its recovery ship. Apollo 8 had splashed down on target and on schedule at 6 days, 2 hours, and 59 minutes after liftoff. Mankind entered a new era of unlimited dimensions, and the United States became truly a spacefaring nation.